Hello and welcome to Total Health with Dr. Nick, where my purpose is to inspire, empower, and motivate you to live longer, healthier, and more abundant lives. And today I want to talk to you about, is the ketogenic diet safe or is it harmful to your kidneys? And I get this question a lot because I know so many of you are scared, you're worried, you're concerned about this. You want to start the keto diet, but you've heard it's going to be hurting your kidneys. Maybe the fact that you already have kidney disease and you're worried it's going to make it worse. Well, hopefully today I'm going to put you at ease, give you a little bit more insight into how this all works. And like I said, hopefully I'll calm you down a little bit and you can understand that the keto diet, I think, is going to be perfectly fine for you. Anyway, if you like what we're talking about, please make sure you like, you share, you comment, and subscribe, and watch this video to the very end so that you can get all the information you need to make sure that it's right for you. Anyway, let's dive on in. Number one, let's talk about some of the myths that we see. And typically the number one myth is the keto diet causes kidney stones. And I think a lot of people are worried about that because they're thinking so much about the amount of protein we take in. And it's not really so much about protein because, as you know, the keto diet is moderate protein, not high protein. But let's look what the British Journal of Nutrition said about this. A carbohydrate diet and the corresponding high protein diet was not harmful for renal function, in other words, kidney function, in overweight and obese individuals without renal dysfunction. So what they found was, in fact, that it was beneficial. Turns out, because of the fact you reduced weight, you got thinner because you went on a ketogenic diet, it was actually much, much healthier. All right? Myth number two. Does the ketogenic diet overwork your kidneys due to increased acidity? Well, that one comes from the fact that most people are concerned about because they're thinking of ketoacidosis. Now, that is a very harmful, very damaging, and life-threatening condition. Basically, when you have too much glucose and too much ketones. So they're very, very high and elevated, much higher outside the normal range. And that typically happens in type 1 and type 2 diabetics. So that's something very, very different. If you're doing the ketogenic diet right, you get into what we call nutritional ketosis. What that simply means is that when you're in nutritional ketosis, your body's ketone levels are in a normal range of 0.5 to about 3. That's really where you want to be. And when you're in that range, it's perfectly safe, perfectly effective. It's not ketoacidosis, and it's not going to damage your kidneys because of increased acidity. What does cause kidney disease is this, though. We see diabetes causes kidney disease, stroke, blood pressure issues, high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, family history, tobacco use, and being over 60. Those are your main causes that we see of kidney disease. Has nothing to do with ketosis. Now, I will tell you, and we're going to get into this in just a moment, getting into ketosis and doing a ketogenic diet is going to help you with all these. Now, it might not help you stop smoking, and it's not going to reverse your age. You're still going to be 60. But it will help you with virtually everything else. It'll help you with your diabetes. It'll help you with your blood pressure issues, your heart disease. It'll help you prevent strokes. It'll help you with obesity. And even if you had a family history, we're going to get into that as I did on a previous video where I talked about epigenetics and that the choices you make, the things you eat, the lifestyle you live will determine if the genes that you have for certain diseases get turned on or turned off. So even if you have the genes for kidney disease, it's not going to matter. You can turn them off with your lifestyle, and the ketogenic diet will do that for you. So one of the important things to understand about ketosis is that it's normal. This is the way our ancestors always ate. They ate this way for centuries, maybe thousands of years, if not hundreds of thousands of years, because they didn't have access to carbohydrates 3 times a day. You just walk to your refrigerator, you have carbs constantly. You're eating carbs all day long just because you're bored. I know, because I do that myself sometimes. But they didn't have access to this. There were times when they ate just purely the fat off the animal, and they ate the animal from nose to tail. They ate everything. They ate the fat, they ate the organ meat, they ate the muscles, they ate the tendons, the ligaments. They used to scoop out the bone marrow. They ate everything, okay? And it was prized, especially the fat. Why? Because the fat gave them so much more energy. The fat of the land, we hear about that all the time because the fat was so much more prized because it had such high energy value, much higher energy value than even carbohydrates do. So this is the way our ancestors ate. Now, research now proves that ketones, of course, are the preferred fuel source. So if they're the preferred fuel source, why would they cause kidney damage? If this is the way our bodies have adapted, why would they cause kidney damage if this is the preferred way that our bodies were designed to eat? So I don't see that. Now, what's important to note is that the ketogenic diet has been shown to actually improve kidney function and reverse kidney disease. Why? Because it could help something called diabetic nephropathy. This is damage to the kidneys due to diabetes and high blood pressure, and it's characterized by damage to the glomeruli, which are the tubules that are inside your kidneys that actually help filter your blood. So because blood pressure and diabetes causes so much pressure into these tubules, the tubules don't work properly, and it doesn't filter your blood as well as it could, and it can lead directly to kidney disease. Not only that, studies have shown that the ketogenic diet can actually reverse diabetic nephropathy. Why? Because it reverses heart disease, it can reverse diabetes, and when it reverses those two specifically, it can actually reverse kidney disease. Now, what we also find is there's actually mounting evidence that shows that kidney disease is a major contributor of heart disease, and that congestive heart failure is a major cause of kidney disease. So these two go hand in hand, and why that's so important is because the ketogenic diet can help both. So if the ketogenic diet can help both, reduce your risk of heart disease and reduce your risk of kidney disease, you're really getting double benefit there from that. Also, too, we talked about the fact that it helps with diabetes, and diabetes helps with diabetic nephropathy, another major contributor to kidney dysfunction and kidney disease. Now, one of the things I want to talk about, too, and I spoke about this on a previous video, was that when your liver makes cholesterol, and your liver makes anywhere from 75 to 80% of the cholesterol your body needs. So it's not coming from your diet. Understand that. It's coming from the fact that your liver makes it because it feels the need for it. So one of the things that's important about this is because the way you eat can determine if you're going to make healthy LDL cholesterol or deadly LDL cholesterol. So that's a key thing. Now, what causes that? Well, when your liver makes the LDL cholesterol, if your diet is rich in vegetables and plant-based things like that, in other words, not carbohydrates, your body will make light, fluffy LDL particles above 25 nanometers. And when they're that thick or that fluffy and that large, they don't stick to the walls of the arteries. Now, if you're eating a diet rich in processed refined carbs, your bread, your rice, your cereals, your gluten, things like that, your body makes much smaller, denser LDL particles, less than 25 nanometers, and those are the ones that actually can embed in the walls of the arteries, and those will cause heart disease. So, another great benefit of the ketogenic diet is it changes your cholesterol profile, and by doing that, you reduce heart disease rather than increase your risk of heart disease. So once again, anything that we can do that helps reverse these problems here, especially the ones on this side, those are the key ones. If you can reverse diabetes, which the ketogenic diet does, if you can reverse or prevent high blood pressure, or reverse or prevent heart problems and strokes, especially when it comes to obesity. A lot of research is showing the fact now that when you have so much weight around your waist, that visceral fat, that's deadly fat. That's not the same kind of fat that you have in your legs. It's the kind that you have around your gut, means it's typically around your organs. If the ketogenic diet can reduce or reverse these right here, you're going to win. So if you're worried about it harming your kidneys, understand these are major causes of kidney disease. We talked about some of these other ones, but these here are the major ones that the ketogenic diet could actually reverse, prevent and reverse. So hopefully this was maybe life-changing for you. I hope it put you at ease, and I hope it made you feel comfortable that the ketogenic diet is a very beneficial diet, whether you have kidney disease or you're trying to prevent kidney disease, that even if you have it, it's okay. All right, so hopefully you'll give it a try, see how you do with it. Once again, I thank you so much for joining me today. I love and appreciate you. This is Dr. Nick. Have a blessed day. And once again, if you like what we're talking about, please make sure you like, you share, you comment, and subscribe. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.